Yes, sir. It's midweek. The grind don't quit. Welcome to the storm. Boys with the heat, bring the midweek blitz. Like check game, face lights on, we lit. The week, man, this year, this the blitz. And break down the plays every stat, every hit from the field to the court, man, we talking that shit. Heat in the booth, pressure busting your speakers. Straight from the trenches, the real game seekers. Not just the scores, the coach to the talk. We bring in the fire, so respect when we walk. Boys with the heat, midweek blitz. Every take heavy, every ball hits. Lock in, tap in, can't call it quits. This the podcast wave, and we running this shit. Running stay warriors, breaking the line. We call out the cap, expose all the lies. Fantasy plays with a star who to sit at the house on the tape, cause we never gon' miss. Clutch like Curry from the logo, we range. Every episode, man, the vibe won't change. From the beats to the highlights, draw to the stats. Boys with the heat, yeah, we love where it's at with the heat. Midweek blitz, every take heavy, every ball hits. Lock in, tap in, can't call it quits. And the podcast wave, and we running this shit.
Welcome back, Charles.
What's up, dude?
You gonna hit him with a? You gonna hit him with a? You know, you better know.
Yeah, no. Oh man, I totally forgot about all that too. Oh, you didn't know? How's she going today?
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody.
There you go. There you go.
So, Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers isn't so crazy, is it?
No, and the fact that, like I told you, the fact that Vegas took it on gives it legs.
Yeah,
Vegas doesn't just put shit out there just for people to bet on. They put it out there because they want to make money off of it.
Oh. Yesterday when I started talking about Ricky Scoops, I was talking out my ass.
That was fake news, huh? I got it. I should have known when the dude's name was Ricky Scoops.
It's not that it was fake news. It was just from some random person. I got behind the name. I thought it was a cool ass name, Ricky Scoops. You know,
Yeah.
the Scoops,
The Scoopster.
Yeah, no, I was way wrong. I mean, maybe not though. You had everybody in Wisconsin talking about it today. You had ESPN Wisconsin talking about it, or ESPN Milwaukee. You had 107 The Fan. You had from Bill and Rookie to what is it, Bill Michaels? I think that's his name. I just recently left Sirius XM and now I'm listening to like normal radio.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is what it is.
Here's the thing: being a podcaster and being a sports podcaster, and having a team like the Packers, where when the season starts, we'll start talking more about the team and about the NFC North and all this stuff. The funny thing is like because I still talk to Matt Ramage from the Packers, the crazy googly eye guy. And the Packers 920 guy on Instagram. It was Matt Ramage's birthday today too. Shout out Matt Ramage. Happy birthday. These guys have the same take on this, Charles. It's not just you and me, spitballing friends type crap back and forth between each other. There's literally legs to this. There's a story out there. Obviously, that offer is legit that I sent you with the 2 first-round picks, 5th and a 6th in 27. Yeah.
Now there's an argument that there should be more, and if you're shopping Micah Parsons, yes, but you're not shopping Micah Parsons.
No,
Mr. Parsons wants to leave, and he's going to leave to a contender, and I believe with everything inside of me that if this happens, this is Ed Policy's Reggie White. Just throwing that out there. And I mean,
I didn't really think about that, but that's absolutely 100% true.
I mean, Ed Policy's looking to make a splash. We are the Green Bay Packers. He's like, we understand this isn't something that the Packers do, but it's not something that the Packers haven't done before. Now you have a list. You have a list.
I have a list of the Green Bay Packers of their players. Actually, I've got a graph that I put up, but it's not. It didn't come out the way that I wanted it to. But I do have a graphic showing the Packers' first round picks in the last 20 years, notable ones at least. Anyways, hold on here. I will get that up for us, and then I will break.
Pending, of course, Matthew Golden.
Yeah, I didn't put those. I didn't put those in there yet
course.
because we haven't even seen them on the field. Like, it's not fair to even judge them at this point.
Although, I mean, I would not be far stretched on saying that Golden is
he probably has the highest
one.
upside of any offensive player that we've drafted since Aaron Rodgers.
#/Jordan Love.
And well, okay, well this is where you're going to probably look at me a little quirky.
It's okay.
Okay. So most successful first round picks in the last 20 years. Obviously, number one, Aaron Rodgers, Clay Matthews, BJ Raji, Brian Bulaga, Clinton Dix for a few years, Alexander for a few years. Here's Gary. And then Darnell Savage is on there. Justin Harrell was a bust. This is where it starts going downhill. Justin Harrell's on there twice. Nick Perry. I mean, these were players. Obviously, the Packers had high hopes, and they wouldn't have drafted them where they were if they weren't. These were top 20 picks, top 25 picks. Yeah.
Well, and adding on to that as well, in reference to giving up first round draft picks for Micah Parsons. I mean, outside of seeing what Matthew Golden's going to do, I mean, if there were people shopping for wide receivers over quarterbacks and offensive linemen, Golden would have been in the top 5 of that draft.
Right.
He was top wide receiver choice on a lot of boards.
Actually, Jordan Love is supposed to be 3 on that list. BJ Raji somehow got in there. By the way. It wasn't supposed to be BJ Raji up there. It's supposed to be Jordan Love.
Reed, that sneaky devil, just pulled off the trade of the year. 2 seconds and 2/3 for Parsons is a steal. Chiefs Super Bowl bound, definitely just posted on X 3 minutes ago. Hold on.
No. We gotta look this up.
No.
Oh,
there's no way that they pulled the trigger on that. No way. That has to be the biggest clickbait thing I've ever heard. If you guys didn't hear what Charles just said, then you
got me, Philly.
You must be bussing. Yeah.
Oh man.
Two second round picks when potential. Jerry Jones is the guy that would bend somebody over backwards for a player, though. 100%. It's not even funny.
You son of a beast. All right. So I mean, the rumor mill does have things going. The Chiefs were in the conversation, but arguably the two teams that it appears to be front runners are the Packers and the Bills.
Yeah. From all intents and purpose, yeah. I don't understand why Buffalo though.
Because he could be the missing piece to stopping Mahomes. He could be that pass rush on the other side of Chris Jones.
Yes, but there's this huge trump card. Well, do you understand what I'm saying here? Because him and Jordan Love are such good friends. He is the ultimate trump card when it comes to where you go.
Right.
It's like, dude, they're the same age, came out around the same time. It only makes sense. And Buffalo's a place most players go. Like defensive players for a couple of years and then they bail out. They never stay.
Well, I mean, that was the Buffalo of the old. You've got a new stadium coming up. You've got Josh Allen. You've got one of the Boses. One of the Boses is there now. I mean, you've got a really good team in Buffalo, and that team isn't necessarily old, right? I mean, you're not the Washington Commanders. They're more middle of the pack, but they're also not the Green Bay Packers, who are a very young team, still the youngest in the NFL. You have Micah Parsons, 26 years old. He's climbing up to his peak still, right? I mean, this only, to me personally, you can throw the Bills in there and that's fine. But this feels more like a Reggie White situation for me as somebody who briefly remembers that chaos. And it was more or less God telling Reggie, hey, go to Green Bay.
Yeah.
There are people who, and definitively so, expect Jerry Jones to grab the farm for Micah. But again, I just don't think you're shopping Micah at this point. You lost that battle. And sometimes in business you lose and you take what you can get. And at this point, with cap space, health, and where you're not going to send him, you're not going to send him to places like the 49ers or, you would think the Eagles, although Jerry Jones, like if we're going to talk crazy Jerry Jones, that would be a crazy Jerry Jones moment, right?
Yeah,
like,
but I don't.
the Eagles just so I can beat you twice a year and then never beat him again.
They would never. He knows that they would beat the hell out of him. So I don't think
you
he
know
would do
how
that
he
to
called
himself.
though. He wouldn't be doing his job if he didn't.
Yeah.
You know how he called Steven. Hey, get out of here, Howie.
A lot of this has to do with the fact that they're trying to deal with Micah Parsons as a person and not deal with his agent too. Did you hear about this? They're trying to bypass the agent and go straight to him. I'm like, if you want him to focus on football and sign that contract, let the lawyers and the agents do the talking, because you're not doing him any favors by trying to call him out personally. It's not going to work.
Well, I mean, that's the crazy that is Jerry.
I know that. It's great. He's like the only owner in the NFL that you could be like, this dude isn't doing it to like be the friendly owner guy. He's doing it to be an asshole. Like he's doing it to try to like show you his nuts. Like, these are how big my nuts are.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you my hand.
Personally, and I don't disagree with that statement. And again, a lot of people feel that way. But personally, I feel like he takes the no publicity is bad publicity to heart. And I mean, here we are talking about the Cowboys. Everybody's talking about the Cowboys.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It's not unfortunately. If we didn't want to be talking about them, we wouldn't be talking about them.
No, I mean, unfortunately, we're talking about them because we could be talking about other teams, but I'm saying, yeah, we're talking about them.
This is the interesting thing.
Well, this is what he wants. It's the fucking Dallas circus.
So he's winning.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
well, he always wins.
A bunch of people get angry, and you got your crazy ass Dallas Cowboys fans, and that's awesome, right? But like,
the guy's an absolute psychopath, but he does it in such a freaking nonchalant, like weird way. Like he's the old grandpa guy. He's like the crazy old uncle that everybody likes to go out to the party, but like nobody wants to stay there and be around. But he brings the cool gifts. You know what I mean? You don't want to thank him. You just want to be around for the party. I don't know. It's kind of like what you get because he's got the money. The charisma.
For you and others in our chat, yeah, absolutely, yeah. And many other people out there. Again, me on the other side of it, I don't look at Jerry Jones as a football guy. That's what confuses me. Why do people look at Jerry Jones as a football guy? He's a businessman. If you look at him as a businessman, you're no longer confused. You're no longer upset.
I just told him you got him.
Yeah.
Pulled off the trade of the century. Oh, Kirky Cousins. That's fucking hilarious.
I know. But I really would, for everybody else out there, then we'll kind of push more forward to how Micah can help the Green Bay Packers. Stop looking at Jerry Jones as a football guy. Start looking at him as a businessman. Stop looking at him as a football guy. I don't care what his position is.
He's never been a football guy. Jerry Jones has never been a football guy. He's always been the freaking owner with his hands in the fucking cookie jar every single time.
Well, again, though, this is why I do. And I've said this in the chat earlier, but this is why I do believe the trade. This is why I had, was the building of the foundation.
This is why you have faith in it.
Half the foundation was, hey, we got Ed Policy, who's looking to build on the Lambeau legend, on the Lombardi legend. Well, what better way to do that than
obviously trying to make a splash? It's
pulling
not
off a mega trade, a splash trade, something that just the opportunity wasn't there, and then you woke up and it was there. You don't get to think, am I going to do this? You thought let's do this, and you just did it. And I believe that's what Mr. Policy did. Now, the other half of this foundation is, of course, Herschel Walker and Tom Landry. Now, for those that don't necessarily know those names or know the story,
They don't remember it.
when Jerry bought the team, Cowboys were in a terrible situation. He came from the outside in and did what nobody else would do because everybody super loved Tom.
He also
Fired
did. He also
Tom.
did something that nobody thought he would do too.
Yep.
That's the
Then he
craziest.
traded
part.
Herschel.
Yep.
They cut the 6 players that they got for Herschel in order to get those draft picks, hired Jimmy Johnson, and then with those draft picks, created that little mini dynasty that he went through. And people want to argue that all they want, but he did it. Like, it wasn't a magical thing. Yes, Jimmy was the coach that coached the team that won it.
I have a question
Built
for you
the
though.
team, but Jerry was there and built the foundation of it.
Right. I have a question for you though.
Yeah.
The way that he did that in the 90s could not be done nowadays. Could not be done.
Okay, I agree.
Because the draft that he had when he got those 6 players, I think 4 of those became like Hall of Fame players. That isn't going to happen in a fucking draft ever
Why
again.
not?
It's not, because it hasn't yet. When was the last draft we had like that?
Listen, as a sports fan, that is way too definitive.
You
for me.
no. You can't tell me that the last time that they went and drafted 1, 2, 3, 4 Hall of Famers in back-to-back drafts. I don't even know a team did it.
Bro,
I'm talking
telling you
about
right
there's
now,
been a
it's
generational
very-
gap.
If
It's
Philly
not
Mike
possible.
OG was in this with us right now, he'd be telling you that Howie may have just done it. Cooper DeJean may very well end up being a Hall of Fame player. He's got a couple on that defensive line and a couple on the offensive line. Howie just recently did it, and they have won Super Bowls because of it.
This is very early to
It
Philly
is.
fans. Very early to be saying that, but
you go to 2 and you win 1 with odds of making it to a third.
if it was
of winning another one.
the thing is, there's always a chance. There's always a chance,
I
but
agree.
but to say that it's going to happen like definitively is insanity because it
But to
hasn't
say
ever
it
happened.
Isn't going to happen. To
Well, because
me,
it hasn't.
definitively
Yeah.
is insanity,
Well, it hasn't
You have-
happened yet.
bro. You look at the Kansas City Chiefs. What have
Those
they
weren't-
done?
No. We're talking about a draft, one draft. We're not talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years. We're talking about one draft.
No, this.
Dallas had at least 3 out of that draft that became Hall of Famers. That's what I'm saying. The way they rebuilt that team isn't going to happen as fast as what Dallas did it, because nowadays you don't get that lucky. You just don't.
All right, but wait a minute. There isn't an argument about time. The foundational piece is just that he's
No.
willing to do it again.
No,
it's like nobody's gonna hit the draft and then win the Super Bowl that year. Yes,
no,
I
but what
agree.
I'm saying is I'm talking about as a middle finger to him. He's not going to be able to do it again. You're not going to strike gold twice in the same friggin' money pit. It's a one-time deal. I know what you're saying. He thinks that. He thinks that
Tom
mentally.
Brady retired, and everyone was like, "We're never going to see that again." And literally, Patrick Mahomes was in the middle of doing it.
No, Patrick Mahomes was doing it in the midst of Tom Brady being there. It was different.
Tom Brady beat the hell out of Mahomes. What do you mean?
No, Tom Brady was in the middle, was still playing when Patrick Mahomes started it. It's not like we didn't see it. We saw it for 5 years when Brady was still there, 4 years when Brady was still there. And here's the other one. Okay, here I'm going to go. This is my reason for why Green Bay should just go ahead and give them as many first round picks as they want. The best picks the Green Bay Packers have had in the last 20 years. Aaron Rodgers, number 1, 2005. Clay Matthews, 2009. Then you've got B.J. Raji, Brian Bulaga, HaHa Clinton Dix, Jair Alexander, Rashawn Gary, Darnell Savage, and Jordan Love. Only Jordan Love, Gary are on that team now in the last 20 years. First round picks. So all the rest of them are gone. So what's the point of having those picks? They haven't done anything with them. But granted, policy is there now. But if he's going to trade away those picks, I would rather they go and get Parsons and just say, whatever. I'm with you on that. Give 3 first round picks. I don't care.
I know. we're headed in the same direction. You and I are just on two different boats.
No, I don't. You're giving Jerry Jones way too much of a leash right now.
Way too much credit, bro. I'm giving Jerry the credit that is there, right?
Well, he was also giving him snow in the locker room, so I mean, we can't give him a whole lot of credit. Them boys were jacked up in the '90s, winning them Super Bowls. You know,
we could say whatever the hell we want about it, dude. The fact of the matter is, he did it, right? Like, and yeah, I know it bums people out, but he fired Tom. He hired Jimmy. He traded Herschel. They made the decision. Like, he did all of that. Are you just like, that's not luck, right? Like, that's not continuous luck per se.
It's been so long ago that we're actually phasing out the generation that won those Super Bowls, like aging them out. Like, they're in their 60s now. The people that watch those Dallas Cowboys Super Bowls are like in their 60s.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But
I watched them. I was old enough to see it, but I was a kid, you know, like I didn't give a shit. You know,
the younger generation is smarter though.
Absolutely.
They're not not as ridiculous because they haven't seen the win yet. But
that's true. Well, if you're a fan of a team, like say you're a Buffalo Bills fan, you've seen, if you're 40 years old, you've seen those Super Bowls that they've been to. You were a little kid, but you're like, man, I really want Josh Allen to bring us to another Super Bowl. And I want to be able to see one. Is that what we're kind of like seeing? Is this what Jerry Jones is at the point right now where he's willing to like trade the farm to try to like get to another Super Bowl before he croaks, or what? I mean, that's kind of what the desperation is for Dallas, but
that would involve him being a football guy.
He's not a football guy. We know this.
So then why? So no, I don't think that's the case. I think in the business sense, to me personally, bro, he's not a football guy, right? Like he's going to do what makes business sense.
Well, right. He thinks he's a football guy. That's the worst part about it. He thinks he's a football guy.
He definitely could. I mean,
all right.
Go ahead.
No. You think 3 first rounders is too much, or the 2 firsts and a 5th and a 6th, or in 2026 and 2027, is that too much to ask? I mean, that's almost like a fair asking price. Micah Parsons isn't worth. He's not worth 3 first-round picks. There's not a player alive worth three first-round picks. Well, there isn't. No, there isn't. There's never. That's insanity.
But what's your value of a first-round pick? Because with Micah Parsons on the Green Bay Packers, you're assuming that the Packers aren't picking higher than or lower than 25 for the next 5 or 6 years.
Well, right. You're basically trading a high second-round pick if you're in the top 20.
You're trading 2 high second-round picks.
Yeah.
No,
I believe
that's
it.
worth it for a player like Micah Parsons. At 26 years old, he's on a trajectory for the Hall of Fame. Like there are players who are all-stars. And then there are players like Myles Garrett, the Watt brothers, right? Like Micah Parsons, who end up on this just crazy trade.
Yeah.
And like Clay Matthews, great player. AJ Hawk, great player.
Right, but those are like your second tier elite Packer players. Yeah.
I mean, you can even say first tier elite players, but then you look at JJ Watt, right? Like, okay, he's better than them.
Yeah.
He was just athletically better, football better. I mean, maybe not healthier towards the end of the career. But I think Micah to Green Bay would be fantastic. And I think the craziness of Jerry Jones would allow the thought that nobody thought trading Herschel would bring us a Super Bowl. And they were right. It brought us 2 or 3? It didn't bring us just 1 Super Bowl. Like that to me is the football of Jerry Jones. And people are going to be talking about him trading Micah if this happens for multiple seasons. Like when you got nothing to talk about, come next offseason, you could just go, hey, remember when Jerry, the Micah Parsons situation?
By the way, the top 2 picks all time, the top 2 worst trades of all time are the Herschel Walker to Minnesota and the Broncos trading for Russell Wilson. So you were right on one of them anyway. I can't believe that. The largest trade in NFL history, Minnesota Vikings traded 6 picks. So 3 first rounders from Minnesota, 3 second round picks, then a 6th and a 3rd. So 8 players in total in one draft. Dallas also gave up 2 third round picks and a 10th round pick, but added 4 players, including Walker. That's crazy to me. But the Russell Wilson one is even worse because of the contract that they gave him.
Yeah, I can see that. It's Walmart money. They don't care.
Oh yeah, he didn't give a shit. The more Walmart money is gonna be bought.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. So, I mean, either way, Packers, Bills, or Heat, or there is one thing that I've heard that is hilarious.
Okay, wait.
And that Jerry would wait until they play Thursday?
Yeah, they play the Eagles on next Thursday.
But that's banner night for the Eagles, correct?
Yeah, that would be you
So-
you saying he's trying to steal their thunder?
Only thing that would stop the entire world from talking about the Eagles raising their banner is that morning Jerry Jones
Makes a
signs
trade.
Micah Parsons.
Wow, I don't know about signing him would really be that big of a deal, but if he traded him, it definitely would be a deal.
Bro, what do you mean it would be that big of a deal? Why, if he's gonna sign him on the morning of the football, why didn't he just sign him right away? But yeah, trading or signing, I agree with you. Trading,
I
signing.
believe signing, everybody would just be like, finally. Trading, people would be like, well, what the hell? They'd be like losing their shit. Yeah.
I don't know. I see it. I can see both.
He's already under contract. So what do you mean signing? It just means they come to an extension. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal.
You mean to tell me that after all of this and after all this drama, Micah Parsons staying with the Cowboys for an extended amount of time?
It will just piss people off. It's just going to piss people off.
Wouldn't be
the people laugh more than they probably be funny.
To me, what would yeah, money talks. All right,
Yeah.
move forward. Yeah, no, I don't know. Like I said, I see it both ways.
Well, I mean, what are you gonna like? What's the point? What are you getting? What's your headline gonna be? Finally signs like that. That's not that exciting. If he gets traded, that's like, oh hell yeah! Like the team's gonna be pumped. Like it's gonna shake up the NFL. I mean, keep staying in Dallas isn't really gonna. Dallas sucks. I mean, does it really make Dallas that much better if he does end up signing? I'm just saying it shakes the NFL up if he signs somewhere else.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not saying you and me. Like we'll have a headline about it no matter what. I'm just saying if you're Dallas, like, would you rather he gets traded or would you rather he stays? Like, probably
You'd rather
trade
he
him.
stays.
Yeah.
You'd rather he stays.
You don't want the drama. The drama that it's caused is terrible.
As a human being, how is Micah Parsons staying in Dallas after all of this?
Yeah.
I mean, Jerry Jones came out live, dude, and called him an idiot.
Have you been on the Sleeper app lately? Shout out fantasy football people. So we got our fantasy football league in the Sleeper app, and there's been a ton of people posting their rosters, and people are calling them out for being in a 4 or 5 team league, and they're like, dude, the dude's roster was stacked. I kid you not. I think he had Cooper Kupp, Tyreek Hill, and some other guy was like his bench. And I'm like, dude, you've got like legit top 25, top 30 receivers on your bench. Like, how many people in your league, dude? Like, or you have the worst teams that are drafting with you ever. Like, he's like, rank my team.
Right. You could be drafting against the computer with auto force trades.
That's the thing that I was thinking. They just did one of those like computer trades or whatever. Yeah.
Auto forced accept trades or
auto forced
trades.
Trade.
Computer can't trade, of course.
Well, dude, we are 8 days away from the NFL kicking off, and I can't fucking wait. You want to break? We said we were going to break them down. You want to break down the NFC, all the divisions now, and we'll relegate these teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let's start with the AFC East. We have the Buffalo Bills, the Miami Dolphins, the New England Patriots, and the New York Jets. Okay, so I do think that the Bills are going to win this division, and I think the Miami Dolphins are going to be the bottom 3 in the league, bro.
Well, they're gonna fight with the Jets.
I'm going to be talking about relegating the Miami Dolphins out of the NFL this year. Later
honestly, I got higher hopes with the Jets than I do with Miami this year.
Yes. Yeah. Justin Fields averages 50 some rushing yards and a rushing touchdown a game. They're going to be competitive. They have a nice defense. They have a defensive-minded coach again.
If you're a
in
Jets
Aaron
fan,
Glenn. I mean,
are you just happy you
just-
got Aaron Rodgers out of there? Like you actually have a young quarterback, like that can actually leave the pocket, not worried about getting hurt.
yeah, I don't.
Well, the best
absolutely.
thing the Jets did is find a quarterback who at least can run with the football in his hands, because the line isn't great, but at least they know he's mobile.
Yep.
You know, yeah,
for
sure.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Make more plays with his feet.
I mean, the Jets' biggest problem. I mean, they went from one defensive mind to another. They Woody just needs to watch football and stay out.
I do have the Patriots making the playoffs though, behind the Bills in this division.
Nice.
I do have the Patriots winning 10 games and making the postseason.
So you have the Bills taking the top.
I have the Bills taking the top in the AFC.
Okay. Who do you have in last place?
I got the Buffalo Bills first, the New England Patriots second, the Miami Dolphins third, and the Jets. The Jets and the Dolphins are actually going to be tied with 8 wins.
Okay.
I think they both have 8. I think they both go 8 and 9.
All right. AFC.
I looked at the schedules.
AFC North. We have Baltimore Ravens, Cincinnati, Cleveland, and Pittsburgh.
I mean, is it a no-brainer just to say that this is Lamar Jackson's division until somebody else says something? I mean, it's just
that would be a safe bet.
It's a pretty safe bet. I mean,
yeah, I mean, I'm taking the Bengals this year. I don't think there's going to be a quarterback playing better than Joe Burrow, and they're going to have to score 100 points. I mean, you're going to have to score. Like everyone comes into this, and arguably so, but everyone comes into this thinking that the Bengals are going to have to score points. Okay, so it's not a surprise that the Bengals are going to score points when you have Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Joe Burrow, right?
Are we thinking Hendrickson's going to have another 15 sacks?
I think he's going to go. I think he's going to go to 10 sacks and then calm down and be on a different team.
Just kind of like level off.
Yeah, so he doesn't hurt himself in a contract. But anyways, as the other team comes into the game, I think people should recognize that the other team's defense isn't going to hold them to the Seminoles, Florida State there. The other team's defense isn't going to hold the Cincinnati Bengals to 17 points, right?
No,
so
absolutely not.
So that team is going to have to score more points than Cincinnati, and I believe that that's how more people need to start looking at them, other than they just have a terrible defense.
Well, Cincinnati has a decent front seven. It's the back end of that defense. It's terrible. I think their DBs were like
I agree
bottom 5 in the league and like passes defended or some crap like that last year. Yeah, Joe Burrow is going to have to play off his head. I mean, for them to win, but they can win double-digit games. They can get second place in that division easily.
Well, I'm picking them to win the division.
You're picking them to win the division.
It'd be Cincinnati, Baltimore, then Pittsburgh, Cleveland.
Yeah, Pittsburgh is probably going to have their average 9-8, 10-7 season.
I don't know.
Is what it is.
I mean, we'll see.
Tom
Brady played well.
I'm going to break down their regular season for you. You tell me this is grade the schedule for the Cincinnati Bengals. All right, at Cleveland, Jaguars, at Vikings, at Broncos, Lions, at Packers. Ooh, that's back-to-back weeks. Broncos, Lions, and Packers for Cincinnati Bengals. Damn. Then Steelers, Jets, Bears, Steelers, Patriots, Ravens, Bills, Ravens, Dolphins, Cardinals, Browns. Yeah, there's like a 4-game stretch in there where it's going to be like, damn, they're going to go back to back with the NFC. Ooh, that's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but the Steelers have a really good defense, and they've got a Super Bowl contending defense. I don't think that's on the table.
That's Pittsburgh.
No,
yeah.
I mean we can throw back and forth. Injuries, are they going to be injured here and there? We like to just maintain healthiness at the way too early point of this, and not to get too crazily in depth. I don't
want to get crazy in depth.
I think Cincinnati's going to be scoring 35 points a game, and if you're scoring 35 points a game, you're going to the playoffs.
Well, unfortunately, they're going to probably have to score at least 25 to which would be a top 10 offense in the NFL. So yeah, they would probably be up there anyway, regardless. Even with the terrible defense, you're going to win games with that. I mean, you're going to get the ball bounced your way. All right.
So And then that leaves Cleveland. I don't really want to talk a bunch about Cleveland. I think
they're relegated until they get on their feet.
Well,
I mean, it's Cleveland.
yeah.
It's
Until we
Cleveland.
see what happens. All right, so
Yeah.
we've got Houston Texans, Indianapolis Colts, Jaguars, and Tennessee Titans.
This is going to be a surprise one for me. Now, everybody's going to pick Houston because of the defense and having CJ Stroud. To me, hear me out here. I got the Tennessee Titans coming in this year.
I don't see
with
why that would
with Cam Ward and him balling out just like the last 2 years we've had with quarterbacks. I see him lead him to the postseason, but I don't see him winning the division. Houston still takes the division with 11 wins, but I'm thinking Tennessee's the surprise this year.
So your two wild card teams are Tennessee Titans and the Patriots.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think Pittsburgh's going to miss out. I think they're only going to win that 9 games. I mean, unfortunately, Steeler Nation is going to have to struggle with A-Rod.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think they'll be. I'm on the other side of that. We'll discuss that later on in the season when I'm right. Yeah, or when I'm wrong and the shovels hit me in the face.
When you're right or when you're wrong.
Yeah.
One of those ways. It's
One of the
either
two,
or.
yeah.
Either or is okay.
It'll happen. I don't football, man. I'm kind of crazy when it comes to football. But anywho, I like where you're at with the Tennessee Titans, and I'm going to take that even one step further again. And these are our way too early predictions. I like Tennessee to win the division.
Ooh.
With CJ Stroud taking a continued step back due to a terrible offensive line and just lack of playmakers around him.
It's not even that. This is the Ohio State curse, dude. It's the Ohio State curse.
It very well could be.
It
I
just
got
is
Nico
what it
Collins
is.
on my sleeper team, so like I hope.
I mean,
not.
I'm a Michigan fan, but I
still
don't
think they're gonna be in second.
I don't hate Ohio State players. I believe in the Ohio State curse when it comes to quarterbacks in the NFL. I mean, that's coming from me. That's kind of a jovial thing to say, but I mean, it is what it is.
The first thing I brought out was Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Jim All right, bro.
I know. All right. So what team from the AFC South are we relegating, Charles? Is it the Indianapolis Colts or the Jacksonville Jaguars? So if you had a relegated team, kick a team out of the division for the AFC South, is it the Indianapolis Colts?
I'm relegating the Colts.
The Colts? I think last year
when they drafted Anthony Richardson.
Dude,
hilarious people.
There are people.
Wow.
Shout out anybody that's got a fantasy football team and you drafted Anthony Richardson. I feel absolutely horrible for you, but
if you're drafting Anthony Richardson in a position of need when there are still top 100 players on the list,
you could have picked up Aaron Rodgers and you would have been in better shape.
AFC West here, we've got this one's going to be fun. You've got the Denver Broncos, who might have the best defense in the NFL this year.
I think they do.
Kansas City Chiefs. Now there's argument where they had a soft schedule last year. It's like, yeah.
Dude,
Mark Schlereth had a really good thing on.
Dude, this is going to be the most competitive division. This is going to be what the NFC North was last year. Very competitive division with the Chargers, Chiefs,
and
Broncos, and the Raiders.
Yeah.
Well, I think the Raiders will eventually get to where they need to be, but it's a couple drafts away, unfortunately for them.
You've got Denver, Kansas City, Raiders, and Chargers. The wild card team for me is coming out of the AFC West. And
you think Chargers?
I think it's probably the Chargers and the Broncos, if I'm being honest with you.
Well, they don't necessarily. Yeah, I guess you're right. Because now that you say this,
there's only so many football games to go around. I mean, Harbaugh is 5-0 in game ones of the NFL.
So as of right now, we got Patriots, Bills, Ravens, Cincinnati.
I mean, if the dude goes 27-3 again, like he did, I mean that the division's going to beat the hell out of itself. So I'm not too worried about that.
That's the new black and blue division. If you're an AFC team, that's no longer Pittsburgh. That's the AFC West.
It could very well be AFC West and NFC North. My team to take this division, I'm not betting against the Chiefs, but I think it's going to go Kansas City, Denver, Chargers. But I do believe that Chargers, Broncos, and Chiefs are all 11 wins or higher.
I do want to know something that I think that's going to happen this year. If you have a parlay, a bet, and you want to lay this is an entire this is the long play. Bet all three of those teams to split with each other. I believe it's plus 3,200 for it to happen. But if you think about it, each one of those teams has a defense capable of beating the other team.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, just lay $20 on it. You're going to win 600. So you're welcome for that one.
If they absolutely.
I don't think any team's going to sweep each other in that division.
Yeah. I mean, the best defense wins, in my opinion. So, honestly, that's a great.
The Denver has the best defense, but what they don't have is consistency. They still have a young quarterback, and defense is only going to win you so many games if your offense is turning it over.
Hey, Drew Brees, I got more faith in Drew Brees 2.0 than that, personally.
Well, he's always turned the football over, even in college. He's only a second-year quarterback. You're not saying he's not. So you're telling me Bo Nix is going to somehow evade the second-year sophomore slump?
He's not a second-year quarterback. He played 11 years in college.
That was college.
I should say he got a lot of experience in college.
So this Van Wilder fucking quarterback is going to somehow miraculously evade the sophomore slump.
That much experience in college, yeah, you've got Sean Payton. You've got a really good defense, which allows him to play more like Brett Favre / Drew Brees.
Shout out Barstool Sports, because I believe it was Big Cat who had a meme and he posted it on his Twitter page or his X page or whatever, and it was Bo Nix holding a Super Bowl trophy with a gray beard, and it says season 11 in the NFL. And he said retires at 42 years old or something, and I'm like, you got to be shitting me. Did he go to BYU? No.
I love joking about it, and it's
funny. It was funny,
but at the same time too, like I'm proud that the kid stayed and gathered the knowledge and information he got. You're going to get more playing time in college, playing for teams with good situations, and you're going to get more knowledge than you're going to get sitting on the bench in the NFL watching the practice squad go crazy.
Oh, I forgot to bring this
time again.
I forgot to bring this up. Did you hear about the Tennessee Titans cutting Xavier Restrepo? He was the Miami wide receiver who was Cam Ward's number one receiver at Miami. That's crazy. They cut his number one wide receiver from college.
Crisps. He's got a solid green screens, man. Yeah. You could be the number one wide receiver in college, but if you can't catch a ball or beat an NFL defense, you're going to be the number one target that gets the interceptions thrown, right? And I love that. I love that because honestly, like Cam's looking for the guy, but if you're looking for the wrong guy all the time, you get that guy out of there.
Well, if the dude can't run routes, I mean, I think that's kind of what it is. Like he just ran the deep ball, and if you play with him on like college football, the dude he's like got like 92 speed, and he just straight down the field. That's it. That's all he's good for. And in the NFL, deep balls only get you so far. I mean, unfortunately.
Yeah, personally, again, I'm not shocked that.
I'm not shocked he was cut. I'm just shocked that Cam Ward came out and said, just shrugged his shoulders, like, what the F do you want me to say? Like, I'm here for me, dude. This guy is going to get a job somewhere if he's good enough to play.
I think it's pretty wild. You would even like, not you personally, but it's
I guess
wild that the question would even be.
Yeah, why is that the question? Just because he's your boy? He'll take care of him. Oh, let's shout out William Wagner, Michigan Wolverines guy that we had on the podcast, a good friend of the show.
Yeah.
Got picked up and is now the starting long snapper for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The division winning Cincinnati Bengals. Well done, Wags. Well done.
Hell yeah.
The NFC East. You've got the Cowboys, the Giants, the Eagles, and the Commanders. I know who I'm picking to win this division. It's the Giants.
Yeah. All right. You're gonna get some grief from people
I'm
for
picking
this
the
one.
Giants to win this division. Listen. You've got a 16-year curse. All right, it's just the Eagles went to the Super Bowl before, and then
this is a
didn't win the
crazier
division
take
the
than
last
Ohio's
year.
taint picking Ohio State to beat Michigan this year, and then him having to walk from freaking Ann Arbor down to Ohio or whatever it is.
I do
on
believe that
Barstool.
the Eagles are going to get in as a wild card. I see them still making the playoffs, but I like the Giants, the Eagles, and then of course with Micah Parsons, I've got Cowboys, Washington. Without Micah Parsons, I've got Washington, Cowboy. I do think the Commanders take a step back. They're the oldest team in the NFL. You've got a lot of tape on this kid. Congratulations with getting old Scary Terry signed and dealt with, but this dude didn't spend 11 years in college. He spent good time in college. I think the age and the physicality of it, you can have 9-10 wins in this division here.
The funny thing is they're the oldest team in the NFL, but they only average 28 years. It's like, that's not like, if they were averaging 30 or 31, I'd be like, okay,
like
whatever.
6 billion years in the cosmos.
That's not sick, dude. It's only a year. It's only a year older than the rest of the league. It's like
65 million years in the cosmos.
You're calling them fucking dinosaurs or what?
No,
Yeah.
at least, yeah.
Dude, I still have faith that I have the long haul here. Our dynasty league. I freaking drafted for the future. I didn't draft for now. I'm drafting for the future. Yeah. By the way, I just picked up Greenard from Minnesota. I don't know why was he still a free agent? He was like the #1 defensive lineman in the NFL last year. You're welcome. Thanks.
Yell at the people. I got a great defense. He yelled at the people who got a terrible defense.
No. I picked him up as a defensive lineman for putting him in there for the bench.
Well, I know.
Yeah. Okay. By the way, you said you want you got the Giants winning that division.
Yeah.
So basically the same way it's rolling out in the preseason, except Washington beats out Dallas for that pooper stupor third place.
Without Micah Parsons. Yeah. Absolutely.
Micah Parsons, because he'll be in Green Bay.
Yeah. Listen, the Giants are going to have a really good defense this year. They've got a strong defensive front.
I don't have a question about their defense. No question about their defense.
The run game, you don't have to win the NFC. You just have to beat the NFC East. That's all they have to do. It's not as crazy as you think.
The crazy thing is in the preseason that Giants offense looked good. Like it looked good no matter who. Well, no matter who was in there, they looked good. Jackson Dart.
Absolutely. Yeah. So who do you got winning this division?
Who do I got winning the division? I got the Philadelphia Eagles winning the division.
You got the Philadelphia Eagles.
I got the Philadelphia Eagles winning that. Well, yes, they're going to break that curse. I mean, the sad thing is, this division is theirs to lose until somebody else says otherwise.
I'm not saying that just because New York wins the division does not mean Philadelphia didn't lose the division.
I don't think here's the only reason why the Giants cannot beat Philadelphia in Philly. So they couldn't take both games to win the division, even if they had it.
Wasn't there Philadelphia won like 10 games in a row and then they lost? They lost to the Giants at some point in time. And that was the year that got a bucket of popcorn thrown at him.
Yeah.
I know you don't want to talk. They don't want to talk about that.
They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about that.
But it's happened before.
All right, so I got Philly taking it.
Breaking the 16-year curse. Hell yeah.
The Commanders rolling in, taking a step back this year, winning 10 games this year. And the New York Giants are going to get third place this year. And I do have them winning 8 games, going 8-9. And then the Dallas Cowgirls are going to end up 6-11 this year.
You're braver than I am. You're giving win totals and everything today.
I'm giving win totals.
Who I think is going to win.
Hey, I told you, everybody, I'm giving you my sleepers. I'm giving you my picks here. You can have anything you want. Just ask a question. You can have it all.
We're going to skip over the North real quick. We'll talk about them last. We'll hit the NFC South and West, and then we'll come back to the North. So the NFC South, you got the Atlanta Falcons, Carolina Panthers, the New Orleans Saints, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Dude, if this isn't Tampa Bay's division, Like this is Baker. This is Baker's time to like literally be the baller that we know he is. Dude's a great human being, fantastic football player.
I think he's going to have top 5 quarterback stats.
He's got Ibuka.
Wide receivers out the ass.
I work with a guy who just loves Tampa. He like even before Brady was there, like he was a big Tampa guy.
Yeah, it's terrible. Tampa. I do love their creamsicle uniforms though. So you've got Tampa Bay winning it. Who do you got coming in?
I had Tampa Bay winning this thing, going 12-5. You got this is going to be a surprise for people. I got the Carolina Panthers coming up second, but nobody else in this division is worth a hoot. You know,
Spencer Rattler. You don't believe in second?
No,
Spencer Rattler over second round draft pick Tyler Shaw.
Here, Tyler Shook. Here's the thing: the New Orleans Saints are not going to try to win a football game this year. I guarantee they want last place and they want that number 1 pick. Come on, Charles.
Can they afford to pay the number 1 pick yet?
This is
they want to be more around 7.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, your rookie deal, they could afford to pay a first-round pick because they just pay him that money. But will he sign? Is a bigger question. Whether or not they can afford him, they might not be able to afford what he wants. Yeah, but here they might trade. Maybe they'll trade it away 5. Maybe they'll trade to 5. Anyway, I got them. I got Tampa Bay. Carolina Panthers coming in there, number 2. Atlanta Falcons 3. Saints. I'm not going to give you win totals because
the big Phoenix energy and the number 1 fantasy running back in the world. They're going to come in 3rd place in this NFC. I mean, you thinking they're going to get like maybe 6 or 7 wins?
I think these are 7-8 win football teams, both of them, Carolina and Atlanta.
I was 7-8 win teams. Mr. Morris at first. I was tough on because I thought they were going to go after Bill. And then after seeing all this with North Carolina, I kind of understand. I still don't, but I kind of understand. But I don't. I've got the Buccaneers winning this division. Absolutely. Baker Mayfield. You've got Mr. Bowles down there. He's a fantastic coach. I do like what Tampa Bay's got going on. They've got a favorable schedule being in the NFC South. It's kind of like betting against Kansas City in that scenario. I think I don't know. I haven't dug too deep into the New Orleans Saints. Tampa's going to check out that whole situation. Yeah. If you listen to the soothsayers, you have the Carolina Panthers winning the Super Bowl this year. So yeah, I can see them coming in 2nd place. Shout out Jennifer Lopez getting divorced again.
Jennifer Lopez gets divorced. There's this crazy, he said there's crazy curse around it. Yeah, so it's wild to me.
But I do think that the Saints are going to be last place, and I think Atlanta is going to be right there. I think their young quarterback is going to make some gunslinger mistakes, and they just don't have the defense to make up for it yet. I believe their kicker is one of the oldest in the league, and they relied on him a lot last year. But I mean, you're not going to Adam Vinatieri your whole life. So moving to the NFC West, you have the Arizona Cardinals, the Los Angeles Rams, the San Francisco 49ers, who have the easiest schedule in the NFL as it stands right now, and the Seattle Seahawks.
This is the Niners division to lose. I mean,
okay. Rams are a lot of people's Super Bowl favorite.
I don't. I don't. They got rid of. They traded Cup away. They just it drives me crazy. But the thing is, Cup never left the division. He just went to Seattle, correct?
Yeah, but I mean, they got Devontae Adams.
Oh, you want to start talking about dinosaurs? And here we go. Here we go.
I think Devontae's younger than Cuppy Cup.
I thought they both were in the league for 11 years. Maybe not.
They're both old. I'm not going to say you're wrong, but
Adams is 32. I believe Cooper is 31.
Devontae Adams was born December 24, 1992.
No, they're both 32. They're both 32.
Cooper Kupp was born June 15, 1993.
You got a couple T-Rexes out there trying to catch a Brontosaurus. Brontosaurus ball. I have more faith.
About 6 months.
Yeah, I have more faith though. They are saying that Darnold is throwing a fantastic deep ball. So
yeah,
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I have faith.
That's probably the one thing. Probably the one thing
we
Darnold
both like
does
Mike
do the best
McDonald
is
on
throw the
this.
deep ball. Yeah.
Yeah, we both like Mike McDonald on this. They've got Jackson Smith and Jigba. That dude's a dog. He's still a dog, right? Like
Yeah, absolutely.
The dude was a top draft pick for a reason.
Oh, dude, he was elite. Jeremiah Smith's
absolutely.
doing the same thing that Njigba did with probably times 2 in college football. There's not a question who the best receiver is in college football. When Njigba was there for Ohio State, he was top 2. I mean, I believe he was the same draft as like Brian Robinson Jr. and all them guys. So yeah, I mean, it's fantastic that this division has gotten better, but I still think this is San Francisco's division to lose. I mean, the easiest schedule in the league.
Who do you have losing the division?
Who we got losing the division? The division?
Yeah.
Actually, I got the Seattle Seahawks coming in 3rd, and I got the Arizona Cardinals coming in last place this year.
That I've got the Cardinals winning the NFC West.
That's
followed
crazy.
by the 49ers, Rams, and Seahawks.
You might as well put some money down because you got the Giants winning the East and the friggin' Arizona Cardinals winning the West. And the last time that probably happened was back in the 90s.
If it doesn't happen this year, they got to get rid of Kyler Murray. The whole thing implodes. They got to get a brand new cafeteria. Their owners got to do something to pull free agents in. This is the
last time this happened, Milwaukee, Pabst Blue Ribbon was probably flowing at Lambeau Field. So yeah, go ahead and give yourself a clap.
Year. I think Matthew Stafford has a back injury. The Rams sell after Thanksgiving. The 49ers fumble their season because Mike Shanahan is pretty good at fumbling things. The Arizona Cardinals have been right there nipping at that. I believe their locker room takes that next step. And I think the Arizona Cardinals win this division. And I've got the Seattle Seahawks with a winning record losing the NFC West.
The only problem that I have with all of that is I don't think Kyler Murray has it in him to take that next step. That's the problem. That's the problem for me.
He has when he was playing Call of Duty, and then
that's what I'm saying.
Call of Duty. Listen, they made him stop playing Call of Duty so much, and now he's terrible. He should start playing Call of Duty again.
They made the dude stop playing it in the locker room. Apparently, he was playing it in between practices and games, and playing it on the team bus and playing.
Now he's playing terrible. Maybe he's a powder. I don't know. But if you let him play Call of Duty again, you guys are going to win the division. That's my thought on it.
There you go. Start playing Call of Duty. You're going to come back 10 times stronger, baby.
I'm just saying. Football players are superstitious. You got dudes in there wearing the same underwear since they be in high school.
Oh, yeah. They love them crazy socks,
yeah, they
too.
wash it. I'm pretty sure they wash it.
Yeah, someone washes their
I guess I don't know.
Someone has to.
I'm not the laundry guy. NFC North. Here we go. Chicago Bears, Detroit Lions, Green Bay Packers, Minnesota Vikings. Who do you got winning and who do you got losing?
This isn't the year that I believe the Packers take that complete step to winning the division.
Yeah.
But I do believe this is the year that the Detroit Lions lose the division to the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers are going to take the division this year. The Lions are going to lose the division this year. That defense for Detroit is going to take a step back.
So you think Chicago and Minnesota have a better season?
No.
Detroit?
No. I said this is the year. I said this is the year that Green Bay isn't good enough to win the division, but Detroit is going to be bad enough to lose the division to the Packers. The Packers are going to somehow backdoor their way into winning the division. And it's not going to. Yes, Green Bay takes the division.
Micah Parsons?
Yeah, no, this is with Micah Parsons. This is Green Bay's. This is Green Bay's time to shine this year. Jordan Love knows he needs to take a step up. Matthew Golden is fantastic. Everybody knows it. Everybody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about Savion Williams. The fact that this dude didn't even play in the preseason and the Packers didn't even cut this guy tells you everything you need to know about his route running and the type of mental player that he is. You don't keep a guy on your roster that hasn't even played unless you see him. What's that?
He was a second round pick. Yeah, we were definitely keeping him.
Well, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm saying, Charles, he didn't even
Oh, no,
move
I
off.
agree with you.
He didn't even
I
move
agree
off
with
the depth chart, is what I'm saying, and he didn't
Yeah.
play.
I agree
That
with you.
doesn't happen unless you see something in a player.
Probably didn't want all of our wide receivers to get hurt.
Yeah, this is a Green Bay wins by a game type deal. This is where Detroit can't win in Lambeau, and they lose it. Just they piss it away. This is Green Bay's time to shine. This division. Week 1 in Lambeau. Hey, speaking of which, this is the first time the Packers in a long time got a home game to start the season, correct? Because last year they got taken away from them because they played in Brazil.
Well, that was an away game for us anyways.
Was it? I thought they were the home team.
Yeah, it was a home game for Philly, I believe.
Oh, well, either way, it's been like 5 years since the Packers had a home game to start the season.
Who do you have losing the season? Or the NFC North?
This is Minnesota's time with a rookie quarterback. I love J.J. McCarthy. I am a diehard Michigan fan. Thank you so much, J.J., for the national championship in 2023. But my God, I don't see this Minnesota team offensively with the schedule that they have being able to win more than 7 games. I thought they would win 8 or 9, but I got them winning 7.
Charlie Chaplin with you saying crazy shit like this?
No.
You think Kevin O'Connell of Minnesota? You think what Kevin O'Connell did with Sam Darnold, he can't recreate with J.J. McCarthy? Or just too early?
I think it's too early.
Like, okay, I like.
I saw what JJ is a game manager, and they had elite running backs. I don't have faith in Aaron Jones to be take over a game. I have that with Jacobs with Green Bay to be able to take over a game, but not with Aaron Jones at his age. No, it's just not going to. For me, no. Minnesota's out. They're going to take a step back this year. They're not going to go 14-3 like they did last year.
Well, I mean, 10 wins is a step back. I mean, they had 14 wins, but yeah.
Well, I know, but they had they won. What did they win? 12 one-score games last year. The last time a team did this, I believe it was Kansas City.
Kansas City in the same year,
Yeah.
they won 15 one-score.
They won 15, but the Kansas, you don't even compare Kansas City to Minnesota. I mean, like you were trying to catch me in that, and I wasn't going to fall for that.
Bro, this is what the paper says. I'm just.
I know.
What the paper says.
I know. I agree.
Right. So you got Minnesota losing. You got Green Bay.
And
out the division.
I see the Chicago Bears taking a little step up. I see the Chicago Bears going 8-9 this year. I just think that's their ceiling this year. They can get better. They could win 9 games. The Bears could.
Well, I've got the Packers taking the NFC and not walking away with it, but taking it. I think foundationally, I haven't even looked at their full schedule yet, but foundationally, they start at 13 wins. All right, this is going to be a special year. I believe the Super Bowl is in Santa Clara, something like that. I think this is going to be a special year. I believe we are getting Micah Parsons. He is our Reggie White.
If they made the Super Bowl, I would love to just go out there just to do the show from there. I do the show from a parking lot at the Super Bowl if they freaking make the Super Bowl.
But Jordan Love is a top 10 quarterback injured last year.
Correct.
We have at least one wide receiver this year who can catch the damn ball.
You think that?
Kraft is playing amazing. You got Josh Jacobs. We get Michael Parsons. We're going to the Super Bowl this year. The Packers win 13 or more games. They take the NFC North. They don't walk away with it. And then, of course, the Bears lose the NFC North again. I don't know what you're thinking right now, but J.J. McCarthy is way better than Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is going to start throwing dimes to the other team because he's going to try and figure out this complicated thing.
I'm throwing Bears fans a bone, saying I like Ben Johnson, and I like what the Bears did with the front office by getting offensive line players, getting some help, getting them another weapon. I mean,
yeah, I liked almost all of the Fast and Furious movies too. It doesn't mean that you should keep making them.
They still are. There's still one more left. There's still one more left.
The Bears are going to come in last place, and I'm not sure who I want to relegate, bro, more. The Bears or the Miami flipping Dolphins? Mr. Becker, JJ's going to be awesome.
Brent's throwing it all out there.
I'm telling you right now, bro. You cannot spit on Kevin O'Connell like that.
I'm not spitting on him. I'm just saying, hey, okay.
To me, it sounds like you got more faith in Ben Johnson. When this is our way too early conversation, this is why I love this. But
Yeah.
right now, you got more faith in a head coach who's only done wondrous things with Jared Goff. He's not the only one who's done that, by the way. So is Sean McVay. But he did with Matthew Stafford what Ben Johnson couldn't do with Matthew Stafford, and that's win an effing Super Bowl.
Yeah, but the problem is don't give me that, because that LA Rams team was absolutely stacked offensively and defensively. Don't say it wasn't, because it was. It was. That team was stacked. That reminded me of the Tom Brady Tampa Bay Super Bowl team, where they literally just put together a Super Bowl roster and then went on and win the Super Bowl. Yeah, I don't think we'll see that in a while, but I mean, I guess Kansas City did it too a while ago.
Does Minnesota win 14 games? No.
No,
I
I don't even think they went.
And if you wanted to put 100 on the under, you could do that comfortably. But they've got a good defense. They've got a great coaching staff. Yeah, and that's my thought process is if O'Connell can do this with Darnold, and nobody thinks that Mike McDonald is a very good coach out there in Seattle. Nobody thinks that Darnold's just going to go off. I believe there's going to be a lot of surprise coming. I've got a lot more faith in Seattle.
I'm gonna give you Minnesota's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 first 9 games at Bears. At the Bears.
Yeah, win.
1-0. Falcons at home.
Win.
Bengals at home.
That's going to be a great game. I'm going to say tie.
It can't be a tie. Come on, pick one.
You got a young gunslinger in JJ McCarthy, and you got the number 1 quarterback this year in Joe Burrow.
All right, you got an easy stretch. Let's say they're 4-2 right there after they play the Steelers and Browns. They're 4-2. Then they got the Eagles. Okay, listen to the rest of the schedule. Eagles, Chargers, Lions, Ravens, Packers, Seahawks, Commanders, Cowboys, Dallas Lions, and then end with the Packers. They're going to be lucky to win.
Games.
They're going to be lucky to win 8 games.
They're going to win 10 games.
They're not winning 10 now with that schedule.
Look at the Bears schedule.
That's okay. They beat the Bears 2-0. The Bears schedule? All right, I'll bring up the Bears schedule.
Look at the Bears schedule. They're just
all right.
I relegate the Bears this year. And if it's an argument between who we're relegating out of the NFL, I've got my 2 on the chopping block.
Who are we relegating out of the NFL?
And the Chicago Bears.
All right, the Bears. The Bears. Damn, the Bears. All these NFC teams are starting out home versus divisional opponents. Minnesota.
The Lions in Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota, and then at Detroit. So back-to-back divisional games to start the season.
Yeah.
Dallas, Vegas, Washington, New Orleans. They'll be 3-2. Chicago will after that.
Maybe.
Well, you don't think they're beating? You don't think they're beating Dallas, Vegas, and New Orleans?
What on God's green earth makes you think they're going to beat any NFL team right now?
The Bears?
I have them winning.
Come on, the Bears were not the worst NFL team last year. Not by a long shot.
What have they done? All they've done is lose, and you've got a brand new head coach who's never been a head coach before. Now, I like Ben Johnson, but here's the thing. There is a buttload of people who compared, what was that dude's name? Josh McDaniels? People were talking about Josh McDaniels the same way you're talking about Ben Johnson right now.
I like his attitude. He's taking it serious. He's not pretending like he's got this thing.
Off of Bill Belichick's squad.
No, McDaniels was a freaking clown. Everybody knew that he was going to be a hothead.
McDaniels, they were the same thing, bro.
Hey, we found out though. Yeah, but we're going to find out real quick who was the leader in that locker room when it comes to the Detroit Lions. Was it Ben Johnson? In the DC?
It was Dan Campbell.
You think Dan Campbell's got because he's got big nuts?
You had 3 voices worth listening to, but yeah, Dan Campbell is the coach. Listen, there is not a lot of people that I would give Matt LaFleur up for. Dan Campbell is one of those coaches. He is a very good head coach. I mean, there is no denying that. He makes some crazy questionable calls, but that's what wins you a Super Bowl. They're just the Detroit Lions, and I just, it's really hard for me to say that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you say that when they had both of those guys, though. You haven't seen them without them.
No,
just so you know. So we don't know. We don't know yet.
Losing the division. I mean, they still got a good team. They've got a good team. Oh, you got Minnesota losing the division, anyways. I got the Bears losing. I got Minnesota coming in 3rd. I got Detroit coming in 2nd. I got Green Bay foundational 13 wins.
Well, the fact that Vegas is only giving them 7.5, Minnesota, and you got them coming ahead of the Bears. I think they got the Bears at 8.5.
I said I wouldn't be how many games they got the Bears at? 6.5, I think it is.
No, I think it's 8. The Bears 6.5. I don't know. I haven't checked Vegas out in a year. Hold on. Da-da-da-da. If I had to take a wild guess, maybe
8.5. Yeah, they're
8.5.
Yeah.
Well, the Bears have a little bit easier schedule. Minnesota has a tougher schedule. That's why, foundationally, they're not going to win those close games like they won last time. So,
right now you got the Lions projected at 10, Packers at 9, Bears at 8, Vikings at 8.
that's crazy. But both those teams the Packers have an incredibly tough schedule. Oh man, I looked at it. It's rough.
And we're gonna be a hot knife through butter, player.
Hot knife through butter.
We're gonna be a hot knife through butter.
Well, we're either going to be bitching about Green Bay the entire season and that tough schedule, or we're going to be happy. One or the other.
Not this year. This year's special. Green Bay's taking the NFC.
If they get Micah Parsons.
With or without Micah. It's just going to be easier with Micah. I'm not going to be biting my nails as much.
You're going to play it. We'll shoot that. We'll shoot that one in the foot when it comes to us.
You got anything else you wanted to add?
No, we rolled through that one.
It's been a fantastic
So
just shout out Micah Parsons. Green Bay wants you. We'll take care of you.
Micah to Green Bay. There you go.
We'll take care of you. The fans up here are awesome. The football up here is awesome. I'm sure the show in Dallas is great. But up here in Green Bay, we love football. And you'll see that. You'll see that. Come. I mean, and bro, the cheese curds, the cheese curds. You don't even know. And then there's a couple taco burrito Mexicos. You'll be all right, bro. You'll be all right. I swear. Listen, for everybody out there, we appreciate the hell out of you more and more every day. Stay grounded, stay curious, and remember, the world is a much better place with you in it.
Yo, it's time to dip. Lights low and the mic off. Boys with the heat, yeah, we blast like a Molotov. Said what we said, no regrets in the air. If you ain't subscribed yet, bitch, don't you dare. Rate it 5 stars, hit that share like a blunt. Tell your homies, tell your mama we on front. We the truth in the booth, no cap, just flame. If you fuck with the crew, you remember the name. It's goodbye, goodbye to the tribe. We fucking love you, now feel this vibe. Out this bitch with a mic drop kiss. Thanks for riding, we gone, but you won't miss.